Welcome you all to J2's Physiology, and today in this short session we are going to discuss about the concept of the gain in the homeostasis. Now before we going to discuss the gain in the homeostasis, concept of the gain in the homeostasis, one more important mechanism to maintain the homeostasis, and that is the third mechanism. First one is a negative feedback mechanism, second is a positive feedback mechanism, and third one is about the more complex type of the control system, that is a delayed negative feedback or adaptive control mechanism. This is also called the feed forward inhibitions, and this is mostly seen in the nervous system. Look at this picture. In negative feedback mechanism, A is a sensor and B is a controller, and it decide the final output and regulate the system. But here in the feed forward inhibition or delayed type of the negative feedback mechanism, one more influencer is there which control the system and decide the output. So basically it is the extension of the negative feedback mechanism, and that's why it is also called the delayed type of the negative feedback mechanism. One more important difference between the negative and delayed negative type of the feedback mechanism, that's in negative feedback mechanism the mainly controller is a आउटपुट को मॉडिफाई करके नेट रिजल्ट पे इफेक्ट आएगा, वाइल इन केस ऑफ द एडेप्टिव कंट्रोल मैकेनिज्म इट इन्फ्लुएंस ऑन द स्टिमुलस. लुक एट दिस नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. सो बेसिक कंसेप्ट ऑफ दिस फीड फॉरवर्ड इनहिबिशन इज अबाउट द और फीड फॉरवर्ड कंट्रोल, अ डायरेक्ट इफेक्ट ऑफ द स्टिमुलस ऑन द कंट्रोल सिस्टम before the action of the feedback signal occurs. फीडबैक का सिग्नल आए उससे पहला जो स्टिमुलस, जो असेंडिंग पाथ है, जो एफरेंट पाथ है, उसी को मॉडिफाई करेगा इन दैट मैकेनिज्म. ओके, एंड दिस इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस. सो हियर द डायरेक्ट इफेक्ट ऑफ द स्टिमुलस इज टर्म डिस्टर्ब सिग्नल और इंटरफियर सिग्नल. एग्जांपल, try to understand this example so you will get the better idea about the feed forward control mechanism for the homeostasis. Shivering before the diving into the cold water. So this is the example of the feed forward control mechanism. So basically feed forward control mechanism कहाँ पे affect करेगा? Input, while feedback control is affect at the level of the output. मतलब toward the afferent side ये affect करेगा, and this will affect on the efferent side. Okay, so this is the basic difference. So basically there are three mechanisms for the homeostasis: negative feedback mechanism, positive feedback mechanism, and adaptive control mechanism, also called the feed forward control, and that is mostly seen in the nervous system. Now coming to the main part of the session, that is the gain of a control system. So what is the gain of the control system? The degree of the effectiveness with which a control system maintains the constant condition is determined by the gain of the negative feedback. The control system is not 100% efficient. मतलब कोई भी कंट्रोल सिस्टम ले लो, फॉर एग्जांपल ब्लड प्रेशर रेगुलेटिंग सिस्टम, थर्मो रेगुलेटरी सिस्टम, कोई भी सिस्टम 100% इफेक्टिव नहीं होगा. तो 100% इफेक्टिव नहीं है, दैट मीन्स some error always remain there. So how to calculate the gain of the particular system? So basically gain में हम क्या करते हैं, तो कोई भी सिस्टम, मतलब कोई भी कंट्रोल सिस्टम उस पर्टिकुलर वेरिएबल को कितना कंट्रोल कर पाती है और कितना नॉर्मलाइज कर सकती है, उसका इफेक्टिवनेस हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं इन द गेन. सो गेन इज अ कैलकुलेटेड एज ए करेक्शन अपॉन एरर. मतलब जो कोई भी वेरिएबल, फॉर एग्जांपल ब्लड प्रेशर में कुछ चेंज हुआ तो फिर वंस द वेरिएबल इज चेंज इट सेंड द सिग्नल टू द कंट्रोलर, एंड कंट्रोल द जो कंट्रोलर होंगे इट विल ट्राई टू करेक्ट द चेंज. ओके, तो वो कितना करेक्शन कर पाता है फिर भी कोई भी सिस्टम 100% तो इफेक्टिव नहीं है, इसलिए थोड़ी एरर तो रह जाएगी। तो वो एरर कितनी रहती है? सो करेक्शन अपॉन एरर, उसका जो भी आंसर आए दैट इज द गेन ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम। ओके, इन द नेक्स्ट 2 slides we will also see the example, so you will get the better idea about the gain of the control system. So basically you have to remember this equation or formula. So gain is equal to correction upon error. One more thing important in the gain is only applicable in the negative feedback mechanism. Okay. Look at this. Now here one example is given. For example, for one person the blood pressure is 100. This is the normal blood pressure. BT means blood transfusion is given. Now after giving the blood transfusion, okay, once in a person where regulating system of the blood pressure is not functioning, 100 is a normal, blood transfusion is given. If the regulating system or control system is not working, that is a baroreceptor system, because baroreceptor system is regulating the blood pressure. So if the baroreceptor system is not functioning, तो blood pressure rise होगा up to 175. Now in the same person, for example, मान लो कि उसमें control system functioning है, तो in that case ये ब्लड प्रेशर इंक्रीज होगा 125. तो इंक्रीज तो होगा. ओके, सो इफ द रेगुलेटिंग सिस्टम इज नॉट देयर, ब्लड प्रेशर वुड राइज टू 175, एंड इफ द कंट्रोल सिस्टम इज देयर, देन द ब्लड प्रेशर इज अ 125. ओके, सो 125 माइनस 175, बिकॉज द कंट्रोल सिस्टम इज देयर, इसलिए 50 का राइज कम हुआ. अंडरस्टैंड? दैट मीन्स कितना करेक्शन हुआ? -50 का, मतलब 50 mmHg का करेक्शन हुआ व्हेन द कंट्रोल सिस्टम इज देयर. ओके, बिकॉज ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन इज गिवन, मतलब वी आर ट्रांसफ्यूजिंग द सेम अमाउंट ऑफ द ब्लड, बट इन वन केस रेगुलेटिंग सिस्टम इज नॉट देयर, इन अदर केस रेगुलेटिंग सिस्टम इज देयर. तो जहां पे भी रेगुलेटिंग सिस्टम है वहां पे ब्लड प्रेशर कम राइज हो रहा है एज कंपेयर टू द सिस्टम इज नॉट देयर. सो दैट मीन्स बिकॉज ऑफ द कंट्रोलिंग सिस्टम उसने कितना कंट्रोल किया? तो क्या 50 जितना. ओके, सो 125 माइनस 175, इट्स कम टू द -50. सो दैट इज अ टेकन एज अ करेक्शन. सो करेक्शन इज अ -50 mmHg ऑफ द ब्लड प्रेशर. स्टिल एरर कितनी रही? क्योंकि हमारा टारगेट मतलब हमारा नॉर्मल ब्लड प्रेशर तो 100 है. ठीक है, तो स्टिल सिस्टम इज देयर, ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन इज गिवन, ब्लड प्रेशर राइज टू द 125. ओके, तो 25 का एरर रह गया. सो अगर इस एग्जांपल का हमको गेन कैलकुलेट करना है, दैट मीन्स गेन इज इक्वल टू करेक्शन अपॉन एरर. तो करेक्शन कितना हुआ? -50 का. एरर कितनी रही? +25. So -50 upon 25 is equal to -2. So this is the gain of the blood pressure regulating system or baroreceptor regulating system. Now one more example. For example, a cold exposure which is expected to bring the body temperature down to the 20 degree actually. But actually it's bring it down only to the 36.5 degrees Celsius. Now the one person जिसका body temperature normal होना चाहिए 37 डिग्री. So remember that 37 डिग्री normal body temperature. मान लो कि हमारी थर्मोरेगुलेटरी सिस्टम वर्किंग नहीं है, तो इन दैट केस उस पर्सन में कितना ब्लड टेम्परेचर होना चाहिए? 20 डिग्री का. बट बिकॉज thermoregulatory system is there, so in exposed to the cold our body temperature is down only to the 36.5. so because of the control system कितना correction हुआ? 36.5 minus 20, it's come to the plus 16.5. but normal हमारा कितना रहना चाहिए? 37, तो एरर कितनी रही 0.5 की. ओके, सो 36.5 minus 37 is come to the minus 0.5. So as per our equation, gain is equal to correction upon error. So 16.5 is a correction divided by error, that is minus 0.5, is come to the minus 33. So when we calculate the gain, okay, just ignore the minus sign. This minus sign is only applicable, it is applicable to the negative feedback mechanism, and changes occur in the opposite direction. Okay. So this is a complete summary of the gain of the control system. So gain is equal to correction upon error, that you already know. ब्लड प्रेशर का हमने एग्जांपल में काउंट किया, उसमें आया उसका गेन -2. For temperature is -33. Just ignore the minus sign. So 2 and 33, which one is the bigger? Obviously 33. So temperature regulating system is the most effective as compared to the baroreceptor regulating system, and therefore one can see that the temperature control system is much more effective than the baroreceptor pressure control system. So this is all about the gain of the control system. Now this is the complete summary of the homeostasis. So homeostasis means stability of the internal variables, and this internal variables is applicable to the extracellular fluid. Negative feedback is also called the closed loop, and most of the time it is useful. So changes occur in the opposite direction, that you have to remember in the negative feedback mechanism. Positive feedback is also called the open loop, and it is a vicious cycle. Blood pressure कम हुआ तो और भी कम होगा, और भी कम होगा. This leads to the, that is called the vicious cycle. So changes occur in the same direction. This is the basic difference between the negative and positive feedback mechanism. One more is the adaptive control or delayed negative feedback mechanism. It is also called the feed forward control system. And gain is for the degree of the effectiveness of the control system. Now the one problem is stated here. Identify the component of the reflex loop in the following scenario. मतलब reflex loop किसका? Negative feedback mechanism. Negative feedback mechanism में there are three components: sensor, controller, and effector. That is a response. तो आपको from this example you have to find out the which one is the sensor, which one is a controller, and which one is a effector. So you have finished the marathon in the just under the 3 hours. You are tired, sweating profusely, and start to drink lemon water. After a few minutes, you are still tired but no longer sweating or thirsty. So here sweating means loss of the ECF, extracellular fluid loss हुआ. So that is the stimulus. Okay. Now this stimulus is sensed by the sensor. The stimulus is recognized by the hypothalamus, and that is the center or integrator. उसने कमांड दिया to the effector. Response क्या आया? Third response. So here effector is a third response. Stimulus is a loss of the ECF water, and the center is a hypothalamus. The individual drinks energy drink, and this remove the stimulus. That means no longer thirsty, and this is the classic negative feedback mechanism. Okay, so in this example we have explained the three components of the negative feedback mechanism: stimulus, center, and effector. Now any questions? Most common mechanism of the homeostasis, answer is a negative feedback mechanism. Now the positive feedback mechanism is always harmful, true or false? Now this statement is a true or false. Positive feedback mechanism is always harmful. The answer is a, this statement is a false. Not always, but most of the time is a harmful, but not always, and that's why the statement is a false. Internal environment is applicable to ICF, ECF, both or none of above. Answer is a ECF. most effective control system of the body, that is a temperature regulating system, because उसका gain ज़्यादा है as compared to the other system. So this is all about the concept of the gain in the homeostasis, and these are the 10 questions from the topic of the homeostasis that you can prepare from your by yourself as a homework. So almost all the system of the body are involved in the maintenance of the internal environment, including the reproductive physiology also. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you.